Hi, everybody. Our guest in the inside pitch is Tom Sturdivant, who during the 1957 season was the Yankee top game winner with 16 victories. I'll be speaking with Tom in just a minute. First, here's something I'd like you men to take a very close look at. Just watch. During the 1957 season, Tom Sturdivant was the Yankees' top winner with 16 victories. He has had many excellent seasons prior to the 1957 campaign. But there was a time when Tom felt that he was not going to make it with the New York Yankees. And there was just one little thing that turned the tide. It came during batting practice. Tom, you recall that suggestion that kept you with New York and sent you on to fame?
Well, Bob, it was in 1956. I was throwing batting practice while I was warming up on the sideline, and Hank Bauer just mentioned to me one day to hold the ball across seams. And I did, and the ball started sinking a little bit and moving a little better, and I had a little better control with it. And so ever since then, I've been holding the ball across seams and with the old way, too, but when I need a pitch over, well, I throw it across seams.
Was this a turning point as far as your career was concerned?
Well, I feel like it was a very big turning point, Bob, because I was getting ready to get sold or traded or sent back to the minor leagues, and I got a chance, and I hadn't had much success before then, and after then, well, I had pretty good seasons.
Well, Tom, let's take a close-up and see exactly what it was that Hank did suggest to you. What had you been doing that hurt your control?
Well, I'd been throwing the ball across seams like this, Bob, and that I was throwing the ball high most of the time. And, you know, the ball has a tendency to rise a little bit, and then I started throwing it with the seams, like that, holding it with the seams, and it has a tendency to make it kind of dip and go down. It made me start pitching low. Instead of being a high ball pitcher, I turned to be a low ball pitcher, and I found that I've been much more successful.
Well, that certainly is an interesting tip. It shows that little things do make a difference. Now you say that you use it both times. What's the reason for that, Tom?
Well, Bob, it's just like having another pitch. Throw it like this when you want somebody to throw it low and inside, or you know, low and outside, try to make somebody hit a ground ball. But when you're in a big ballpark and you got a couple strikes on somebody and you're going to go for a strikeout, well, I hold the ball with the seams and try to get a little extra on the ball, and generally, you know, make it high and maybe get them to swing at it.
You have a variety of pitches, including the knuckleball. Do you throw yours different than some of the other knuckleball pitches?
Bob, most knuckleball pitchers hold the ball with 2 fingers like that, and they throw it fairly hard. I throw my knuckleball with a full hand. I like that, and throw it fairly easy. And for better control, I can throw it with better control and more stuff on it by throwing it easy.
I see. When you come around with the knuckleball pitch, do you bring your arm around actually with as much force as you would for a normal pitch?
No, Bob, you kind of throw it more or less about a half stiff arm, stiff wrist and stiff arm. And it looks just about the same, but you don't have the same force, or because if you throw it the same way, your ball would spin. And a knuckleball is supposed to be a dead pitch.
When you let it go, do you shoot it out from all those fingers there? You have it right with every finger touching.
Have it equal pressure on all the fingers with the thumb underneath as a guide. And you just let it go right like that. Just throw it and just kind of push it.
Do you ever know where it's going to break?
I don't know where it's going.
What other pitches do you have?
Well, I throw a slider every now and then, and very seldom I throw a curveball. And I've been working on a change this spring, which I feel like it's going to be a helpful pitch for me.
In a moment, we'll return to our guest, Tom Sturdivant. Now, I'd like you folks to see the benefit of a very fine shaving cream, Palmolive Rapid Shave. We've heard about Tom Sturdivant's variety of pitches, including the knuckleball. Tom, every pitcher sooner or later gets in the spot where the opposing team is starting to rattle off the base hits. And the pitcher is the problem of stopping a rally. When that happens and you're out there on the mound, what's your system? What do you do about it?
Well, Bob, I generally take a little stroll out to second base and talk to a couple of guys, or Yogi comes out and says a couple of words or something, and then do anything to change the way the ball game is going. Sometimes you try to throw in a trick pitch, or sometimes you just settle back and relax, and most of the time you might be trying to overthrow the ball, and you just go back and one notch back and try to get somebody out. The only thing I can say, try to make a good pitch and get somebody out.
Suppose they're hitting the fast one. Do Do you try to make the fast one go faster or go to something on the slow side by contrast?
Well, you generally try to mix up the pitches. Maybe you might throw him a couple of change-ups and then try to throw a fastie by him or something, or throw a fastball bad, make him go for it, or there's a number of ways that throw him a couple of knuckleballs, or boy, a lot of times when you get out there and start getting hit, they just hit everything you throw and you don't know what to do.
Can you usually tell before the game gets underway, Tom, whether you have your right amount of stuff, or doesn't that have much bearing on how you'll look actually on the mound in the game?
Well, Bob, generally on the sideline, I don't have anything. I don't know what it is, maybe nervousness or something, but when I'm throwing on the sideline, I just ache all over. And then when I get in the ball game, it just seems to, might be the competitive spirit or whatever it is, I just feel like that I can beat somebody, and that's the whole thing. But when I'm on the sideline throwing, my arm hurts, and I feel terrible, and I guess it's a nervousness getting ready for the ball game.
Mm-hmm. Does this same tension persist regardless of how often you go out and pitch?
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference how often I go out and pitch. Every ball game is just the same with me. I go out to win every ball game. I don't like to lose, and I still have the same tension no matter what ball game it is or who we're playing or what.
When does the tension disappear, or does it?
It generally disappears after I throw the first pitch of the ball game. I just seem like I just feel like that, you know, everything's underway then, and I just feel good after that.
Well, Tom Sturdivant, our thanks for being our guest here on the Inside Pitch, and certainly the best of luck to you.
Thank you very much, Bob. Best to you.
And that's the Inside Pitch.